Welcome back, this is Goku-san DBZ, and of course, welcome back for video game news. I have some review announcements towards the middle of the video. First, I'm going to get the movie news done, over with. Just box office for the weekend. Enjoy the music in the background. It's from No Man's Sky. Coming in at number 5, Frozen 2. Which made another additional 11,291,000. So almost an additional 11.3 million. 33% drop from the week prior, weekend-wise. Worldwide now, box office. Frozen 2 is now crossed over 1.3 billion. It's now made $1,325,000,000. It has now grossed about like 40 to 50 million more than Frozen 1. So it's now officially surpassed the original Frozen. So congratulations, Frozen 2. Coming in at number 4 is the new sort of like take on The Grudge. Which up until like last week I didn't even realize they were making a new Grudge movie. Weird. It made 11.3 million opening weekend worldwide. It brought in 17.1 million. May not sound like much, of course, but it had a budget of 10 million. So it's already made its budget back. So good job there. So probably by next week it will be officially in profit margin. Number 3 is the new take or story of Little Women, which has a pretty solid all-female cast. Including Emma Watson, of course, most known as Hermione Granger, or Belle, but it only dropped 19% from the weekend prior. So that's actually a very small drop. It made just shy of 13.6 million its second weekend, not bad. Now, so far, its total gross is at about 80.4 million, so not bad. 80,423,000. So it's done actually not too bad on a relatively small budget. Number 2, Jumanji, which dropped 24%, and it made an additional 20.5 million. Bringing its total worldwide now to 610,200,000. So, not bad. It's now made over 600 million, so it's made a profit. Next up, number 1, of course, Star Wars Episode 9. It dropped 53% from weekend prior. It made an additional 33,739,000. Worldwide box office now is at 918,796,000. So, might as well say close to 919 million now. So it's probably by next weekend it's going to cross the billion mark. So it's going to end up doing more than I thought it would. But it looks like it's going to end up probably making less than Last Jedi did. And that's it for movie news. Quickly, some announcements on reviews. My review for A Hat in Time will be coming next week. So stay tuned for that. I'm not sure what day next week, but sometime around next week, my review will be coming down of A Hat in Time. And probably over the next month or so, I'll start uploading some of my game playthrough of the game. So stay tuned for that. Sometime in the near future, I'm planning on doing a little review for issue 1 of this, which is Star Wars: The Rise of Kylo Ren. It's actually quite interesting. Also, sometime in the future, I'm not sure when, I'm going to start trying to do like a mini-series of reviews. It's going to be like 4 or 5 reviews, I believe. For the last of the 3 trade backs of course, Mortal Kombat X, Volume 3, Blood Island. And a few years back, I reviewed the other previous 2 volumes, so you can check that on my first playlist of comic book reviews if you're curious, though my review style has changed a little bit since then. And something I reviewed several years ago which was issue 1 of a Mirror's Edge series. I finally recently got a hold of the other 5 volumes. So, off in the future, a few months down the line, I will probably start off and on trying to do some reviews of issues 2 through 6. And it's just a 6-issue miniseries like KI, which I just uploaded this morning. My final review of the KI miniseries. It's unfortunate there's no more KI comics to review for now, but check it out, and at least now the entire miniseries has been reviewed. So, with that said, also quickly a little bit of gaming news prior to February's game list release dates. We have just a little bit of news, not too much overall, but we have a rumor of a new model Switch that could possibly be coming out this year. I wouldn't be surprised, in all honesty. There was the Lite model last year, a cheaper version. Now they're talking about possibly a Pro model, like Nintendo Switch Pro or something, and supposedly rumored it might come out, and if it does, it'll probably be about $399, so $100 more than the regular model. Which makes sense, because I could see them adding, like, longer battery life, better memory, more powerful, possibly even do something like allow the ability to be able to maybe play in 4K. I could see something like that happening, and if you offer, like, 4K and stuff, I could definitely see people showing out the $100 extra for a upscaled Switch model. And I would say it would definitely sell very well. Also, in news besides that, in about 3 weeks from now, we have the release in Mortal Kombat 11 of course, the next DLC character, which is the Joker. Conveniently, if release date falls at the end of Villain Theme Month, so that's actually quite convenient. So stay tuned for that, for some gameplay and stuff of the Joker towards the end of January. About between 3 and 4 weeks from now, you can expect to see some gameplay of Joker, as well as a tower playthrough with the Joker. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of Villain Theme Month in January, and some special lists, by the way, I'm going to be doing soon, such as a special top 10 list. Top 10 favorite... excuse me. Top 10... favorite Sega Dreamcast games of all time. And I luckily own all 10 of them, so I will show on my video as I mention the ranks. So stay tuned for that in the near future, sometime, probably early. I will do it as a special top 10 during Villain Theme Month, though it's not Villain themed. Okay, here's, February is the heaviest right now on game releases. We have releasing February 4th, Maximum Football 2019 for PS4 and Xbox One, Monster Energy Supercross 3 for all 3 platforms. Also the 4th, Zombie Army 4 Dead War, PS4 and Xbox One. Also coming out next October 11th, Ori and the Will of the Wisps Collector's Edition, of course Xbox One exclusive. Also the Unicorn Princess, which I knew nothing about. The Yakuza Remastered Collection, exclusive to PS4. Darksiders Genesis, which is coming out on all 3 platforms. A game that looks interesting, exclusive to PS4, which I might look into getting, Dreams. Also, on the 14th, we have Railway Empire, Switch exclusive release only. Snack World, the Dungeon Crawl Gold, okay? Also for Switch. Street Fighter V Champion Edition, coming out the 14th. Warriors, like another, like, I guess you'd say ultimate version of Dynasty Warriors, is actually coming out on all 3 platforms, so I'm going to be curious to see how that game is actually able to play on the Switch. Coming out the 18th is Bayonetta and Vanquish, 10th Anniversary Bundle. for PS4 and Xbox One. Black Future 88, I know nothing about, coming out on the Switch. Of course, DCL, the game, okay? PS4 and Xbox One. Hunt Showdown, PS4, Xbox One. Coming out the 21st. That's here. You have Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind DLC, Xbox One version. Samurai Showdown port coming to the Switch. Also coming out the 25th, 2 Point Hospital, all 3 platforms. AO Tennis, okay, all 3 platforms. Coming out also the 28th, Marvel's Iron Man VR for PSVR, of course. Coming out the 28th, One Punch Man, A Hero Nobody Knows, PS4 and Xbox One. And the last coming out for February is Romance of the Three Kingdoms 14. So, and exclusive to PS4, of course. Next week, I will be mentioning all of, it'll be a bit longer. I'm going to end up doing all of March, April, May. And up to, it looks like, possibly July, at least, of games released so far. And then towards the end of the month, the week after next, I will announce games that are on to-be-dated list that don't have official dates yet, but are coming slated for this year. But that is the list of games coming out for February. And it looks like it's going to be a pretty heavy month with a variety of genres. So stay tuned for that, and leave a comment below and mention to me, what game are you most looking forward to? I gotta admit, I am tempted and curious to see how Samurai Showdown will run on the Switch. We'll see how that does, because hopefully it doesn't end up like a Mortal Kombat 11 situation. But with that said, this is Video Game News for the second Monday of January. Or actually, no, I guess technically 1st of January, so I guess technically the first official video game news of the new year. So anyways, I'll see y'all next time. Same YouTube time, same YouTube channel. Stay tuned for some future reviews and a couple of special Disney Plus movie reviews coming your way over the next few months. I'll quickly mention before I cut up this video. They are going to be reviews for a couple of 90s classics. Heavyweights, which is a good classic from the 90s, as well as the remake of The Parent Trap, and the last will be of one of my all-time favorite comedies, Cool Runnings. So stay tuned for those future Disney Plus movie reviews, and I'll see y'all next time. Same YouTube time, same YouTube channel.